Hello, welcome to this last bit. I'm just going to call it a bonus video. You can be the judge of that. And in this video, I would like to accomplish two things. Firstly, we're going to put a material on this with edge wear and everything, make it look a bit war-worn. And we're also going to fix this, which I'd forgotten I'd left that as an issue in the last video, which is this mess here. So it's up to you. You can, make the material and then leave it at that. But if you've probably got this same problem, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix this and make it all joined up and still quads and not this mess, which could take about 10 minutes. So it's up to you. But let's start with the making the material. I do already have on my channel an edgeware tutorial, which is a bit more in depth. I'm just going to put this together just for the purpose of this. So we already have this simple principled, which we've put the metallic on. What I would like to see is the edges. So if we shift A, input geometry, and then we've got this pointiness here. So if you add a color ramp, I'm just going to use my quick menu, pointiness, control shift click that, and then if we crack the black up, you see it starts to show us the edges. We can make them more visible than that. Maybe back, I don't know. Kind of like that. Let me see if I can get a little bit more white in there. Just spray it out a bit. Yeah, that's cool. Edgeware like. But what we want to do is we don't want it so uniform. We want to add a bit of noise to that as well. I'm not quite sure why it's doing that in the corners there. That's fine. So we're going to add another texture. So Shift A, texture, noise texture. Duplicate that ramp with Shift D and then reset it. And add a Shift A color, mix color. And what we're going to do is use this pointiness as a mask. So we only want one color. We only want the noise to affect the areas that are white, which is obviously bare minimum. But that's the only place we want to see any of this noise. So I'm going to connect that to that. So we're going to put this into factor. And it says only show me this that's in the white areas. And if we put that in B, probably put that to black, control shift click, and let's ramp up. Let's just open this mask a little bit. Okay. And if we up the scale to about there, now bring that mask back. See, now we've just cut it up a bit. It's not so uniform anymore. I'd actually like it to be a bit smoother than that, because we might add that as a bit of rust. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so if we add, excuse me, in this country, whenever the sun comes out, people are straight up outside with their power tools. So when this happens, I shall pause and come back and when they shut up. Right, they stopped. Okay, so Shift D, duplicate that, just put that there. And put this into the factor. I think A is going to be this, so we'll make that just like a slightly dark blue. And then because it might as well look a bit like rust, we'll change that to a brazier orange. And let's just double check. That's exactly what I want. So plug that into there, control shift click. I'm going to up my subdiv to 5 just to get rid of those ghastly curves, maybe 4 just for speed. That'll do. Okay, so we can't really see it. So we probably need to open the mask a little bit more. Not that much. There we go. So it just adds that little bit of mess. Let me just open that a bit more as well. And I think I might even just bring the white reclogs so we can really see it. Ah, that'll do. That'll do. Okay, so that's that. Now we want to add some bump to separate that. So I'm just going to make a bit of room here. Shift A vector bump, and just take that, drop that into the height, so the output of these two combined, and plot that into normal. And let's make it very visible by putting that up to 5. Actually looks quite good like that. But the issue we have is that this probably shouldn't be as bright, as smooth as the metal that it's sitting upon. So we just need to add a roughness. So let's just shift the color ramp, reset that, doink, drop that in again because it's just black and white information we are in need of. And that looks probably right. So I'm just going to plug that straight into roughness. Doink. And yeah, it's done what I needed it to do. So it's just made the whole thing very reflective apart from those edges. Obviously that's too reflective, so we just need to change the black to a lighter black. Like there, I guess. Yeah. Okay. But it's too dark, Nick, it's too dark. So I'm going to change the colour of the helmet to a much brighter one. Like that, I guess, because we need to separate and make this in the middle black. So all we need to do there, just head over to thingy edit. We can apply the mirror modifier after, and we just want all the faces that should be the visor, and make sure you get all of them, because once we've put in those earlier subdivisions, they're going to be quite small. All right, and those two. Oh, hello. That one. Oh, no, stop that. It's still going. That one. Oh, a lame. Right, damn it. Nearly. Okay, is that all of them? No, of course not. Blast. 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 Okay, there we go. That's all of them. And we would like to... it's fine. Add that to its own vertex group. So click your vertex group, click plus, and assign to that. So if we deselect, it will select it back. Go to your material, add a new material, new, just make it black, metallic up, and roughness way down, and just click assign, just make sure. Now, I don't know. Oh, it's because I haven't turned the subdivision surface on. I thought, oh, it's a plane now. I need my window open, it's getting warm. There we go. Thought something had gone very wrong there. Okay, I think you can still hear me without plane. Right, and now we can just put a quick bump over the top. So go back to your material tabs, click on this one, and give it a name if you like. I never name things, I'm terrible. And let's just copy this noise texture and color ramp, reset the color ramp. We're only using generated UV wrapping, so we don't need to plug it in anyways. And what I would like to do is just make this more like scratches. So Shift A vector mapping, and let's just stretch it. Oh, hello. Yeah, we do need a texture coordinate. Shift A input texture coordinates generated. Okay, and maybe no, on scale, let's bring the Y down. Or should we go? I never know which one it is until I mess. Z apparently. That's it. Just make it, you know, like scratchy, I guess. Maybe take the scale up a bit. It's only bump, so, but we're going to need to mix it with that because this is also being used as bump. So we need another mix color. Shift D, drop that there, drop that into there, and put multiply. I think. Let's just see what that's done. Let's just put the bump. It's already on 5. Hang on. Screen. Hold up. Okay, we want that less, so just don't have that as black. Put that as a lighter color. We only want it to be a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's the material pretty much done. Bit of edgeware, bit of rusty bits. Okay, so now that we've done that, we are now going to, well, it's up to you. You can stop there and move on, or you can follow along while I fix this bit at the back here. Yeah, it's up to you. You decide. Right, I'm going to get straight into this. To work on this, it's going to be way easier if I turn off the subdiv. And now I need to address this problem here. If this was to line up with this, I can join these vertices, but we're going to want a loop cut here, and then I'm going to, let's see what happens if I, oh, hello, I just want these faces. And how far do they go? Oh, Jesus, this is state. I'm going to put another loop cut right here so that I can delete these faces here. Goodbye. Faces. And now I'm going to go back in here. We don't need the faces at the back of this, so I'm going to select those. Yep, X faces. We certainly don't need these here. I don't even know what they're about. And let's start by joining these bits up. To do that, I'm going to double click and select. No, I'm not. That's a crazy loop. Oh, hello. I just want that one. Hang on, what if I double click this? Doesn't work. All right, I'm just going to grab these top ones, this top loop here, and I'm going to bring that forward using the double G. And actually, I'm going to delete that face. It's a nightmare, isn't it? The joys of 3D modeling sometimes. I'm going to GG that. Okay, so that's getting there. Might as well get rid of that because for some reason that's only one face when there clearly should be more. I'm going to select that, press F. And now I think I can join these. But it does mean that I don't need these faces in here. X faces. I'm sure this is probably hard to follow now. I apologize, but you know, hopefully you're still following along. Okay, so I would like this one to meet up a bit with that one. Oh, I forgot. So we need a loop cut there and a loop cut there so that we can join these vertices. Oh, it won't auto jobby at center. And let's do the same here. GX maybe? No, GY. And now GX. And there you go. Thank you. Okay, so they're successfully joined. We can just join these 4 and join those 4. Again, the thinking behind all this is just to make sure that I've got everything connected. There are no messes. There is one triangle at the front, but we're going to real quickly fix that once we're done with this. So I think I need another loop cut there, and that is going to GY, GY, GX. Damn it, GX. Ish. GZ. That's just GY that. Doink. But I would like that straight, so GG. There you go. Probably going to get rid of this, but okay, so that's that side nicely joined, mostly. I don't think I need that. I'm going to remove this whole line and then just bring that in line with that. Do the same there. And the same there. And the same doink there. Okay, so that side's joined. Now let's look at the other side. Thankfully we have all the correct loop cuts. We don't need this face. Any faces that are underneath other faces, utterly irrelevant, you don't need them. So don't bother, get rid of them. Now I would like you guys to join here. So I'm going to GY that probably, and just join that center. And the same with that, GY, and maybe a bit of GX. Doink, GY, bit of GX, GX a bit more. Okay, so they don't want to join that center. Hello. I don't know why that's coming out. Why is that coming out like that? I don't know. Let's just bring it back. GX. Okay, and GY. So that's going to connect to that one. And we can just, I'm sure that's not ideal. I think that's going to look weird. It does, it looks weird. Can't do that. Hey, lost me place. Need to fix that. How would one... I'm going to just delete these edges. And that one. Because I think there needs to be Control R, put a loop cut so that it lines up with that. And then we will join those. That's better. But we'll also just make that a bit straight. Like that. And now we can... love it when it does that. I can just take these 4, join them. No, I can't. G, Y, X, G, X. So, don't do that. Obviously that's come out, so that needs to be straightened up. Why did I do that? I don't know. Because that needs to be... Another conundrum. F. Let's get that together at least. And that one. Okay, so that's just got to go back. GG. And join that one. Okay. I've got another one of those triangles. That's cool. We can fix that. And then that should... No. Just select those 4. F. So we've got another triangle, but we can just do that. Just put a loop cut in. Bosh. Fill that face. Fill that face. Nearly there. Now, if we click that and press F, we should get quite a long one. Yep. I'm just going to hide these faces here. They're right in the way. H. Farewell. Farewell. Okay. So that's going to need a loop there and a loop there so that we can... He stopped. All right. So we need a face. So I'm going to select that, press F. All right. So now we should be able to just join these four like that. We'll press F there, get another one of them, join those four like that. Press F, get another one. I'm sure that's going to cause problems in a minute, but let's see how we go. Let's get another face there, another face here, and I can join. Wait, hold up, F. Told you there's going to be an issue. That's all right. I'm just going to put a loop cut here, just so I can see it, and I'm going to delete this and this because they should not be attached there. We do need a next. Press F. One of these. GX. However, right, F, and then join these four. F. Okay. Oh, we were so close. Wait, Alt H. Let me just check what I'm still hiding. This is strange. I'm going to hide those faces again, and I'm going to bring these two up. You know what, I can just do it manually. Alright. And there's only one more face here, so F. Oh, hello. No, it's gone over there. I'm just going to select those two and extrude on the Y, then the X. Let's just do it like that. Okay. So that needs to do that. And then that needs to come up. I'll say this is now less of a tutorial. It's more of a have a look at how someone might fix a dodgy piece of geometry. I can fill, I should be able to fill that. Don't do that. There we are. F. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Q at center. Alt H. Ghastly. What's happened here? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I'll just put a loop cut there. Bosh. Jobs are good. Join at center. We're nearly done. So what if I press F here? That'll give me one that goes there, and I need that one to join up with this guy. It doesn't want to. Q at center. And then let's press F. Oh, I know. F to there, which wonderfully will attach there, and then we can just 1, 2, 3, 4. F. 1, 2. Oh, just double click. No, don't double click because it's going weird. Oh, that's why. That's why. Right, well, Control Z, that, Nick, and that one. So let's start at the bottom. F. So it has to connect to here. So, but it can't connect there. I don't know what I've done here. How can it be different on both sides? That was all so easy to connect. Why is this so tough? It shouldn't be. It's not going to be. I'm going to fix this. Vertices, vertices. And let's join these. Blast. Let's join. Stop that. Q at center. And then we can take those. And then we've got this weird problem, haven't we? That's quite quite unfathomable. I don't know what I've done here and how I've managed to get this mess that I can't fathom. If I put that there, hang on. I think I might be able to get away with putting a loop cut here, joining these faces, and then joining these faces. That's how I'm going to do it. It's at the back. Who cares? But it should look better with the subdiv on. It looks way better. Okay, and one final thing is the triangle that we left at the very beginning down here. Just Control R, like I said when I made that problem, and now it's a quad, and we'll shade better. That's it. Right, now you got your material, and I've fully fixed the geometry, and I'm hoping you could follow on. All right, we're done. Finally, you've been you. See you in the next one. Farewell.